Hello friends, welcome back to Satisfactory. It's been a month since we've last been in this playthrough here. Had a little bit of a distraction courtesy of Timberborn, and then I was out of town for 2 weeks. But we are back, at least for a little bit today, trying to figure out what we need to still do to quote-unquote finish this playthrough ahead of the 1.0 release that's happening on September 10th. So, hopefully you're all having a fantastic Sunday. I actually do not remember how far we got in the tech tree, so we're going to have to go check that out real quick. We got a lot of spaghetti over here we got to do something about at some point. Alright, so the only two things we have left to research are leading edge production and particle enrichment. And all of those require things that we can't really build or can't build at that scale yet. So, we'll see what we can do. All the nuclear stuff is an enormous pain in the butt to do. And we have to have 1,000 of these to complete Phase 4. These nuclear pastas. So, that's a lot of stuff to do. That is a lot of stuff to do. So we'll see what happens. The fused modular frames we can make. We do have all the stuff we need to make it, with the exception of, I have to open this again, nitrogen gas. So perhaps that's something we could do today. Figure out where our nitrogen gas is. It might even be marked on the map. I don't remember. Okay, nitrogen gas is all the way over there. I believe, height-wise, it is up on top of one of these rock formations. So we're going to have to figure out some sort of a system for getting stuff over here. The closest actual production we have to that is whatever's over here, I think. Because that's quartz. We've driven over there. We don't have any power, and we don't have any machines set up. But for us to go over here and get the nitrogen gas is going to be quite the ordeal. But that's what this game's about, so we can go ahead and see if we can figure that out. If I am not wrong, it should be basically right where I'm looking. Yep. And we've been over there before. I can't remember what buttons I'm pushing. We've been over here before to gather some of those hard drives, but that is quite the trek. We've driven usually. And if we're going to go over there, we probably should have everything we need to make a resource extractor, which I actually have never made. So we should probably, or the resource well pressurizer and then the extractor. Yeah, so that, and then that. We have subnodes, so maybe we'll, I don't know how many there are, so I guess we can plan for 4. And then see if we can get all of this going. Of course, we're going to have power as well, which is going to be a pain because, well, it's really far away, so we'll probably be building those things all over the place. Encased industrial beams. We can just grab these off the conveyor. We only need another couple of them. At least for that, if we're going to be building the power lines, power towers, I'll just plan for 10 of those. I don't think we're going to need 10 of them, but you never know. Never know what you're going to need. We have motors going into, I believe, right here. Yep. So I just need 5 more of those. I don't need 50. I can just replace that with a whole stack. There's probably going to be other machines we're going to want to build when we get over there. But I'm not exactly sure how all of those work. The resource well extractor extracts a fluid. Okay. So then we're also going to want, if it's a fluid, we're going to want a packager. Or we just build a giant pipeline. If we have a packager, we have to unpackage it on the other end. The packager also is going to require the plastic jugs, which I think we've got a lot of. I don't know what I did with those. But maybe it's better to just build a pipeline. That might legitimately be the better option. So we got our Mark IIs. Okay, so that's just an addition of plastic. All right. I don't think we're going to have to worry about 600 cubic meters of fluid per minute because our extractor will only do... Oh, it's... Okay, 60 cubic meters per minute. So I'd have to have 10 to need Mark II pipes. 4 of those would... well, 4 of those would still need Mark II pipes. No, they wouldn't. 5 of those would need Mark II pipes. So we're good. We can just build Mark Is, which means I just need to have a whole lot of copper sheets to build all of that stuff. I doubt I'll need a pipeline pump, but we can bring some more rotors, or we have rotors, I guess, to try and make sure that's fine. And then the supports, of course, just require the basic building materials we already use. These I've already accounted for. We just have to have the steel beams, and then we're going to have cable for the power line. That's the one, funnily enough, that we don't have that much of. So yes, hello everyone in chat who said hello while I've been diatribing the last couple minutes about what we have to do. We are in for some stuff today, folks. It's going to be a lot of stuff to do. Like to run rails, product mobility, and power transfer. Okay, well, where we're going, it doesn't really necessitate a rail station. Although, yes, that is a very good use of those. And that's what I did here. To go over to... Where's my cursor? There it is. All the way down here. And I do still have the power line going over here, but it no longer needs to have it to get power. It just transfers through the station. That is a super useful thing. If I had something else to do over here, I just literally just have the nitrogen gas, and then this has the toxic symbol because this is all uranium or whatever, which we are not currently using. But at some point we might want to run rails over here. It's just, that's a lot of stuff to do. And we're doing little bits and pieces one at a time. So, don't fall off. Don't fall off. Good. All we can do today is just go grab some more steel beams. Don't fall off the road, and then go see if we can start extracting some stuff. In fact, what's going on here? Is this just copper ore that's been... Why is that going over? Okay. Oh, I must have done this for when we were doing the Christmas event stuff. Yes, I would love high-speed rail. The train of the game is reasonably quick, but it does top out around, I don't know, 150 kilometers an hour or something, which by most government definitions is not high-speed rail. Maybe even all of them. Trying to do my my conversions in my head between kilometers per hour and miles per hour. 150 should be about 90 miles per hour? 80 something? That is just rail, yes. Oh, you want to go see Meatball? We're already halfway across here. Well, we can go see Meatball. Oh, it's not going to let me up there. Oh, well. We'll survive. I thought I could get over that. I guess not. Now, the good thing about how this is built is we can just drive straight from Meatball over to that area and then build our way back. Please do not be stuck on the conveyor belt again. Oh, come on, man. That's annoying. Can I just push it? It was letting me do it a little bit. Alright, that's gonna make me mad. Meatball! What's up, dude? You got Caterium ore. Well, I don't need any of that right now, but thank you very much for being who you are. I'll add that to my pile. He's got a little snack here, too. Alright, so now the annoying thing is going to be when I have to demolish this conveyor belt. And then I've got all that garbage I gotta have in my inventory. So how much of that? I got 39 limestone. I can make that into concrete, but I don't know if I can use all of it in concrete. If I remember where concrete even is. There it is. Oh, cool. I can use all of it. Nice. Alright, problem solved. And away we go. Now, I can't drive to the left to get over there because of... Well, actually, no, maybe I can't. I forgot I had this ramp here. And there's already... sulfur. I think that's what's that. I think that's what that is the sulfur coming in. So, if we use our brains here, I might actually not be in as annoying of a situation as I thought I was. Those are the nasty things we have to explode, but I don't have the I don't think I have the nobelisks. Let's actually check. I do not. I probably should, but we are here. Oh, good. Oh, good. Then that means we don't have to run power hardly at all. We just have to come off of this building and then come up this way. But we'll crash the car in the river, I guess. Oh, boy. I now remember why this game makes me mad. I gotta... Oh, man, I gotta take this thing apart and then grab all the crap out of it. There it is. Alright, so what's in this? Oh, I can't even get everything out of that. Alright. We'll just leave fuel in there, and then I can grab all the quartz. There we go. Hopefully mute works, because that was an incredibly loud sneeze. Alright, I think that's going to be fine. We'll leave that alone. Note to self, do not drive in the river if you can help it. Or do not drive in the middle of the river, at least. So maybe we'll just have to leave the car there. I'm pretty sure coming up here should be more or less directly in front of us. Okay, a little bit to the left. Alright, so we will need to have some sort of a walkway or a road to go over here. Just have to figure out how that's going to get laid out. Where is my stations? I hold of the world grid, then that is right there. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I can't build where he's at because he can't walk through it. But let's avoid getting turned into soup by those dudes. And come back here and think about what we're doing. So you can't hurt me if I'm in the car. Gonna restart? Yes. When 1.0 comes out, you're gonna start fresh in a different building location. So I don't want this to... I think if I can't stand up, the car can't drive. So if there's any spot where I can have to swim... Okay. So don't drive the car through there, but I was pretty sure I could do it here. Yeah, and then this turns into a don't walk on that. So all we've got to do is just build our road over here. But the way that this is set up, it's not really conducive to hold on, why is that in a separate orientation? That shouldn't be doing that. actually turns a lot more than I thought it did. Alright, so if I were to do... maybe I should just get down here and look at this. I think right here should be fine. Just putting that in so I have an anchor from which to build something else. We can do ramps, the 2-meter ramp. Actually, I should be doing the double-ended ramp, which is 4 meters here. But if I do this here, then take out this, I should be able to just build this up infinitely. If I can clear that rock, we're good. Then I can just figure out where the level off portion is going to be. Because eventually we're going to want to have, you know, road access to all this, right? And this, unfortunately, is a little bit of a zigzag. Ah, that's annoying. Going right through the rocks. Pave the whole river. I mean, that's more or less what we're going to end up doing. But now that I know this is not high enough, I've got to come back here, raise this up another couple of meters, and then try again. So if I start from this, I should have no problem clearing. I just attach this here. Alright, where's my zoop mode? There we go. I think I've only unlocked concrete for the roads. This isn't going to reach all the way up to the top either, is it? Nope. It's going to intersect these rocks. I'm going to have to do this again. But we are up here, and I think there's nobody else up here that I have to worry about. Hopefully. I know that's like poison up there. And that is just the edge of the map, so we don't need to go over there. The resource well pressurizer has to go right on top of this. And then how many nodes do we have? We have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That is a lot. And it's a pure node. Does that mean it's going to be doubled? Maybe I am going to have a okay. So that, wow, that would just be a constant upward slope then, huh? Can I wish I could stack these. I guess I can't, but I just build off to the side. I move this up like so. I think, no. Oh, come on. I just don't want rocks to be coming through this, if at all possible. So that, will that get me up far enough? Going up like this, because I'm going to have all these things come out into like some sort of a structure. So maybe it needs to be higher than that. I think it does. Alright, so instead of a 2, I'll make that another 4. And then come off of that, because I need it to level off after a certain point, so I can actually go into a building. Close enough to have all these pipes and everything run in here. Hey, Roy. When the new update comes out, we're going to restart. Is that enough space for this? I don't think it is. We're going to go up again. I know this is super annoying. I'm sorry. I want it not to look stupid. Alright, let's not fall off here. Okay, mass dismantle is left control. Alright. That works. I don't think it can reach any of those other ones down there, so we'll have to... Oh, there it goes. We'll have to grab those later. But for now, we just continue. Come up here. Need it to be of sufficient height. I think that's tall enough there if I were to just bring this out this way. But I need to rotate this. Alright, there we go. So now we can actually build a building here. I don't think I want to try and sink the extractors into the ground. I think we can just kind of, or into these. I think we can just kind of leave those alone, but I do want to see... there we go. That's obviously not going to align to much of anything, but I might end up wanting that too. I don't know. Let's just try this. Just because I am extremely curious about how this is going to work. Is it going to... Activated fracking satellite node? No. Okay, well, is it going to let me do that without having the pressurizer in there? I don't know. Now I'm curious. Will it let me build the pressurizer? Yes, it will. Well, well, well. How the turntables. Except that one's higher, so I guess that's not really a super desirable thing, but most of this is actually looking like it might fit if I were to do this. Oh, hold on, that's facing the wrong way. We gotta fix that. It's just starting in a different biome. We will. The first one I did was in the green fields, and then this... Well, this is the only one I've streamed. This one we started in the desert. I might want to go back to the fields, just because it's not going to be as annoying to watch. But, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, remember like 5 minutes ago when I said I wasn't going to do this, and then I did it anyway? Yep. Me too. Good times. I just need to make sure that I can still place these. So the center thing... I actually don't remember where it was. There it is. So it will let me place that there. Which one of these has the hookup on? The power hookup. That's right there. Okay. If we rotated it that way. Rotate it one more, and then that should be doable. So now that that's there, does it have to be powered for me to build a resource extractor? Or is it just not letting me do it because there is no... Okay. So activated node. So I can go through, like we've done before, I can go through the ground. They're just going to be slightly different heights and they're going to look kind of funky. I think that's the only one I can go through. Alright. So we have to have this powered up to actually place these. That's a little annoying. A shower biome. No, but there are waterfalls. You can't get to those, though, because that's outside the map. But there are a couple of them. Individual nodes have different purities. Oh, well, now it's complicated. That one says pure. That one is not going to show me because... okay, that one's pure. Pure. These are all pure. As far as I can tell. Anyway. We need to get this set up. I think I said I had 7. I need to make sure that they can still construct through... And no, they can't get to that one. Alright. Wait, oh, that's not even the node's up there. Okay. False alarm, we're good. So this will need a couple more here. We're going to end up just, you know, making this huge ugly thing that I said I wasn't going to do. We already examined this one, but I just have to... Okay, those are actually heavy modular frames. We said we were going to come back when we had the hazmat suit, and then I made the hazmat suit, and then I didn't bring it with me, because apparently that's the only way I play this game. Well, this is the first resource extractor I've even, like, tried to build. So that would explain if that's the case. So I need to have... Well, you know what? Actually, this would not be such a bad thing if the building was just kind of only the one level, and anything outside of that just had pipes going into. That might look kind of cool. Maybe. This, I'm going to go all the way down to the ramp, and then I guess we can just continue this going all the way down. Let's not get the car in the mass dismantle thing. That would be a bad idea. So I don't know how far down I want to go with this, just because of how weird the shape of this canyon is. And there's all these hoop things we have to drive through. But I think go down one more, and then I can place a foundation here. Then we're going to have to do some sort of nonsense merging this into like a diagonal to go straight through this way. Something like that. Well, at any rate, the entire point of what we were doing was just to get up here and have our nitrogen gas. So that's going to require building power poles to bring power up here, and then we can connect it down to the bottom of the sulfur mine and make good use of stuff that way. So I don't need to really make any fancy power poles. They can just be Mark 1. Pretty sure that's going to be fine. Then this can just go as far down as we can possibly get it before it stops me, and then we'll do it again. The wire's too long. There we go. So that'll go there. Easy. Might be cool to put the power poles up on the mountain to the southwest. Oh, hey, I forgot that was there. We could, but it only has to connect to this space here. So we might actually not need to even worry about that. Because this is going to end up going pretty much straight through here. Oh, I was supposed to be connecting this. Then I forgot. Please reach all the way. Oh, son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. There we go. Not quite all the way down, but I guess it'll have to do. Then this is the fun part, is getting this to like mesh weird in here. So I don't know. It might not want to... There we go. So I've been had by this before, giving me a false orientation of what the world grid is. But I think here to here, this is acting as a 45. I'm pretty sure. So if I were... Yeah, that's pretty much exactly a 45, and that's what I was trying to go for. If I put that there, then I just have to bring that down. 1. I am not doing a Southern accent stream. I use that terminology because it is a socially acceptable replacement for language that would make your mother unhappy. Is that going to work like this? Okay, it needs to come a little bit to the left. Alright. 2 more. Is it going to let me do this? This is going to have to be close enough, folks. Hillbilly stream, that would be like West Virginia more than where I live. We don't really have hills here. Well, my grandma's got a ton of them. Really, really creative. But she's not from here. She's from Chicago. So she's got the I don't even know what ethnic group to attribute it to. I guess Eastern European, whatever. But oh man, I gotta remember. Okay, so some of them are, I guess, more appropriate than others, but never fails to make me laugh. All right, that needs to be. First of all, I need to make sure it's the correct orientation here. Oh, man, I can't see from underneath. That's the problem with this. Is I have to rotate it to fit into this. Oh, good. That was the correct orientation. There we go. Shenandoah. Well, the spelling was super off, but yes, that is a river in, I believe, Virginia. It goes through the thing again. Oh, boo. That's a pain. This is why I don't like doing this. Trying to just build everything always in the same spot. All right, let's these stupid things. I wish I could blow these up. That'd be so convenient. Yeah, if you pull out swine, it's over. They might as well have murdered somebody. Can I? Ooh. All right, so we're just to get this hooked up. I'm going to I'm just gonna run this power here just so we can use this. We can make it look nice later. Are you talking about Country Roads, John Denver? Everyone has heard that song. Is that gonna... Nope, too long. All right. Put that there, and then what about going to... Yeah, there we go. All right, so that is hooked up. It is super ugly, but it is hooked up. Garden gnomes. Oh, that guy's firing at me. Hold on. Let's just fly up here real quick. Alright, so now this needs to be powered. The extractors, I guess, don't... Oh, cool, they don't require power. That's nice. So, what we'll do, just for right now, is hook that up. And see, is this going to come just like squirting out of the ground, or do we have to put something on it first? Okay, so nothing comes out of the nodes. That's a little disappointing. Can I stand here? Okay, nothing happens. Country or folk music? Probably closer to folk music, but there's a lot of crossover between those two. Country as a genre has massively changed in the last 50 years and not in a good way. So maybe, I don't know, maybe in the 70s or whatever, people would say, yeah, that's country music, but no. When I think of country music now, I just think of a bunch of really angry dudes just complaining about how things aren't what they want them to be. I know there's more to it than that, but it has a very negative connotation in my mind. We need to put in pipe manifolds over here. I don't know how I want to run that, because I've got, let me just stand on top of this thing so we can see it. Is it going to let me do this? Oh, okay, so I'm on top of the hitbox, but I don't move with the little thing here. It goes up through my legs. All right, well that's safe. Yeah, when you play country music backwards, your truck comes back, your wife doesn't leave you, and then I don't know what the third part of that was, but I've heard that one before. Yeah. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically a circle. So if we wanted to have a pipe come down the side here like this, then we would need to probably have it exit right about here, maybe. Yeah, we could do that. Put those two right there. This is going to have a resource well extractor attached to it, and that doesn't have to be lined up, but I will make that look nice at least. All right, so that's at a 90 degree. All of these can merge together and go out this way, and then I guess we'll worry about the other 4 as we get there. But I probably should. Ooh, you know what? That might actually look pretty nice. We'll see. Let me get a pipeline support. If I'm going to have it go through a wall, then I should probably also have a wall. Yeah, we'll just run this all the way here. Here. I know this is going to have the rock coming through the wall, but that's fine. This is going to be a very strange looking building if I don't square off these corners here. So I don't like having this in the ground. These things here. There's only so much you can do about that, though. So then if this comes all the way out, if the building just stops, say the building stops here, then we know we can have those come in that way. That's not that terrible looking of a building. Definitely could be worse, though. So if that one goes there, then I'm going to need to have... See, I already lost where I was. There. There's going to have to be a pipeline opening in the wall. Probably... here? I can always move it if it's wrong. That's actually pretty close. Height-wise, though, it might not be. Let's find out. You know, I think that is close enough where I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I think we can live with that. So what we will end up doing, wall support, I guess, check out how high this is. It's kind of halfway in between those two, but I'm thinking it's going to have to go up. Like right there, maybe. And then if that's in that same spot. Alright, so it lines up with that top line there. Can I put a wall hole? Ah, see, that doesn't line up. Well, we'll get it figured out. Main thing I'm trying to do is get these guys all hooked up to the same piece of pipe. So if I have the junction cross, say right here. Yeah, that's not going to play nice. So that's going to have to be moved somewhere else, or rotated differently, or something. Yeah, we're going to have to do. We're going to have this probably actually be up on that second level of the wall. Alright. So if that's going to come in there, wall support can be centered about the same. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm pretty sure I can put a support here and a support here, and they can attach to each other. Yes. Alright, so that works. If I'm doing that, then I'm going to have a wall support. Probably. I could just have it go completely all the way around the outside, because it's all going to be pressurized anyway. Alright, now I missed a whole lot in chat. Hold on. Now I gotta scroll up. Oh, I missed a lot. Okay. Yeah, anyone who has a Disney child star was a hot mess. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, I can have a bunch of theories about it, but without knowing whoever has whatever specific things happen to them, it's just conjecture at that point. That's not really a helpful thing to discuss, but a lot of those people have had really, really hard time being a child star and then having their childhood taken from them and parents exploiting them for money or whatever. It's like, eh. Everybody gets messed up, except Hilary Duff. I don't know how she escaped it, but she's just normal. Had her show, made a movie, or 2 or 3 or however many she was in, and she's just a normal person now. First time joining the game, what are we doing? We are doing resource extraction on this nitrogen thing to make some components for late game construction here. Absolutely not doing country rap for you, no. Nitrogen is used for late game production of various components for nuclear development, which is something I have never gotten into in this game. Yeah. It's super easy to just blame it on Disney, but to be honest, that's just been child stars for all of history. It's not only Disney's fault. They're just continuing to perpetuate the same kind of stuff that's been a problem since basically before even movies existed, like in theater, and before that in the church with the choir boys. Castrati and all that. Like the kids that they would force them not to undergo puberty so they could keep their high voices. It's like, okay, maybe don't do that to people. But anyway, we're playing Satisfactory here, so, so we might as well continue putting in all these wall supports. If I can get this to go around this corner, look at that. That is a perfect 90-degree angle. That is beautiful. So what we might end up doing here is we might end up turning these around so they can just go straight up into the wall behind them. I like it when stuff is uniform. That looks pretty nice. What do you mean the pipe is an invalid shape? I've done this like 10,000 times. Okay, there it goes. All right, so we got pipe there, we got pipe there. This one is going to be coming through lower a little bit. But what I didn't check was that this was going to play nice here. And I probably should have, but I didn't. Oh, it's close. It's close. Alright, we're going to have to move the wall hole, which fortunately we do have the ability to do that. That just needs to go up a tiny bit from where it is. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to want to let me do that. So guess what? We're just going to ignore the fact that there's a wall here, and we're just going to, you know, attach it through the wall. Pretend that there's a hole. It's the same basic concept, it just doesn't have the dressing around it. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to turn these around. Where's... there we go. And then, if I've done this correctly... then we are going to be in a very nice place right here. Is that even? It's a little bit to the right. That's much better. And does that look stupid? Oh, it's perfect. Just about. Alright. Love to see that. This one is next. Alright, so this is going to be where that node comes out. Pop this right there. Then we just remove the extractor and put it back in, facing perfectly this way. That goes there, and then I guess, well, I could go up if I wanted to, but that is going to be beautimous. Look at that, we got 3 of those hooked up now. And the 4th one is over here. So now we get to find out if the pipelines are going to play nice with me again here. I don't know why it won't let me come from that side, but it will let me come from this side. That's very strange. Alright, now, standing on this. Let's try that. That works, folks. We got 4 of those hooked up now. We should have a pretty good amount of nitrogen gas filling the pipe. And how much is that going to say is in there? Oh, it's full? 25.9 out of 25.9. Well, how does that work? Do I have to have a different tank, or can I have a fluid buffer for this? Huh, alright. That works. Do I have the materials to build more of these? I need 3 more. I do. Alright. Oh, because I didn't have to build power towers. That's probably exactly what's going on here. Alright, let's make sure this is, yep. So that works to go right there. That's going to go right there. And then I think there's one more. Yeah, one more over here. And I will have this face this way. So everything goes out to the pipeline that's around the outside. Not too bad looking. No, the beavers, we did water beavers as the video for today. If you're not watching that series, then that's fine. But the idea was if we're going to do a beaver video, we're not going to do a beaver stream. And if we're not doing a beaver video, then we will do a beaver stream on the weekends when I have time to stream. Doing fine, doing fine. Good to see you here. Despicable Me 13. Well, they only have, I think they only have 4 of those. Might need more than one pipe for the gas. You're probably going to max the flow rate with 3 or 4 nodes. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, because these are outputting... Oh. 120 cubic meters per minute. Yeah, so if we had... we would need more than 2 Mark II pipes. Because this is a pure node, so all the outputs are doubled. So we actually... 3 of those is going to be 360. So to get to 600 for the Mark II pipe, the single Mark II pipe, that would only be 5. Yeah, there'd only be 5 of these. Which I guess, if that's all we can use, then that's all we can use. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we just won't have these on the backside. We won't hook those up yet. Am I wrong for being slightly irritated by minions? Or irritated on sight, I'm sorry. No, you are not, because I am also irritated on sight by minions. That and like every single meme on Facebook was minions for like a solid 5 years. I am very tired of seeing minions. But I've been told the movies are good, so hey. At least we have that. So this doesn't actually have to connect on the other side. It just has to be flowing through something. But I do think I will leave this hooked up here if I ever have to go back on the other side. Alright, so this is going to go, if I get in the correct spot, be perfectly centered. Go right about there. Right in there. So now we have 5 connected to the Mark I pipelines, which now have to be Mark II pipelines. But they only have to be Mark II pipelines once it reaches a certain point. So if we come from this side, after 2 of these, then it has to be a Mark II pipeline, because then that'll be past 300. So that's 2. The 3rd enters here. So then that will be 360, which is too much for a Mark I, which means this segment on has to be Mark II. Which presently I can make a little bit of, but I'm going to have to get more plastic to be able to handle the rest. Did I get the corner piece? I did. Okay. Okay, so that should get us there. So this should be pretty much completely full, except we're not going to know until it has somewhere to go. But this has stopped extracting because there's nowhere for the gas to go. Maximum flow rate of 600 cubic meters a minute. 120 times 5 is 600. So now we just have to come downstairs. By downstairs, I mean down the ramp and not actual stairs. So that's going to be a interesting thing for us to do here. Oh, don't fall down. That would be bad. And it only goes on 45s. So it's going to look a little janky for a little bit here, but I think we can manage here. Let's see if I can get this to show up perfectly straight. It really doesn't have to be, but it's just so much more enjoyable when it is. Hold on, what did I do? Oh, that's the debug thing. Okay. No, I didn't want the wall support. I wanted the wall hole, which I think we decided wasn't going to really fit in a perfect location for this, but that's fine. Mark II pipeline goes there. And then this should... I love how it stretches the texture out before it resets everything. That goes there. That goes there. So, actually the plastic isn't the problem. The problem is going to be the copper sheets. Alright, we're not going to get into political debate here. That's not what we're going to be doing. Because I know for a fact a lot of you really disagree with each other on political opinions. And I don't want to be party to that. So, I need to figure out how far this pipeline will let me go. Or I place something else down. Alright, so that pipe is too long. And it will reach to pretty much exactly here. So that is what we will... it's not gonna let me from the side here. No, I'm gonna have to go off to the side to do this, but this is the spot where it's going to go. I didn't really think this through very well, did I? No, I did not. Okay, I will mark this. Oh, or I could just do the, the pipeline support off to the side here. Oh, and that one rotates. That one, oh, that's only, it's not perfect, but it's better than 45. We'll do that. But I can hear you saying there's a power pole in the way. Yes, there is. So maybe I do want to, go on the side. I don't know. I can't make up my mind. I cannot make up my mind. So maybe we'll just do this and call it a day. There we go. Hook up there, hook up there. That doesn't look too bad. I can live with that. The problem is going to be when we get down here, how far it's going to let me go. Ooh, 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 ooh. I see that acting like it wants to let me place something in a spot where I want it to go. Let's, okay, that actually does look kind of scuffed right there. Let's see, where did that attach? Oh, that's so irritating. Oh, come on, man. There. Well, at least I can stand on this to do that. I think they're firing at me. Are they? He probably did. That sounds like some sort of projectile coming at me. No, that was the wrong side. So how many copper sheets do I have left? I got 15, so we're definitely going to have to go back and get more. But this is actually working. It only went up to 300 for some reason. Alright, that's kind of weird. But at least this is not complete garbage up here. It's not really very nice looking, but it's organized at the very least, and we can come in from the outside if we ever feel so inclined. But now that it's powered and we have the nitrogen gas coming down, we don't have to come back up here unless we want to make it look better. So now all I have to do is just go get more copper sheets, which I don't think I can make anymore. No, because I just have the wire. There's the car. Now, I'm pretty sure I can just drive out of here, with the exception of there's like a spot kind of right here that's going to sink the car. There we go. Yeah, the rest of this is fine. So we should be able to find our copper. In fact, I think we're making copper sheets already. I just don't remember where that storage is for those. Okay, that went way too much into the drift. So, if there is one that is storing copper sheets, it is probably right here. And it is very good. So I will go ahead and grab several stacks of this. Plastic, I don't have a storage for over here, but I can go ahead and take that stack out because we're not making circuit boards because we don't have quick wire. We don't have quick wire because that is not... well, no, it is coming in from the train, but I don't know when the next train is coming in. Actually, I don't even know where the train is right now. I guess we'll figure it out. Yes, we still have spaghetti in the base. Okay, that might be it on the plastic that we've brought over here. But I also have some here for the supercomputers that we're not making. So that's going to be enough. That's for 650 units of pipe. I would like to have more, but again, I don't have that much plastic just lying around. And this is for quick wire going in here. So why is Oh, I activated an alternate recipe for these, and and I didn't have quick wire going into it. That's why it's not working. That quick wire is going into there and then into this to make alternate recipe computers? No, high-speed controllers. Connectors, whatever it is. So this making circuit boards. Now I'm lost. This one was making the circuit boards, but I have the alternate recipe on it. Oh, okay, hold on. So that makes 7 circuit boards with 30 quick wire and 10 plastic. And 1 circuit boards with 4 plastic. Okay, so that is still a better thing to do. I just don't have the other stuff. I got so distracted by this. My God. All right, where's the train? Is it over there still? I think it must be. I don't see the icon on the map anywhere else. We can wait for more plastic to come in, then grab that, and then go put the rest of those pipes in. What card game are you talking about here? Oh, the map will show us, yes. So it is... yeah, it's on its way back. we've only been to maybe, I don't know, 15% of the map, 20% of the map. There's a lot more stuff that we could go see at some point. All right, so yeah, there it goes. I should see that plastic come down here in just a moment. And then we will grab it. It's probably only like a stack and a half. Ah, mobile game. I have stopped getting emails asking me to do sponsorships. So I guess that people who do those must actually watch some of your videos to see. Because I always talk about how much I hate those. So I guess that's a good problem to have, is not getting those. Hey, I'm live. Thanks, YouTube. I never would have known. All right, let me see that plastic coming down the thing here. Here it goes. Are these only Mark IIIs? They are. I guess we can wait for that to go out. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's not a lot of plastic at all. Hmm. Oh, it's only 29. Hmm. How much went over here? 23. It should have been an equal amount. Unless there's a third output connected somewhere. There is not. Okay, well, I guess that's all the plastic we're going to have for a while. So we just need to go back over here and make our way over there. And then think about how we're going to have everything else hooked up. Because the nitrogen gas bits for the... How did I get... There we go. The nitrogen gas bits for all of our new technology stuff. I keep trying to show with my cursor in the top right, but then it just moves the camera because I apparently forgot how games work. That all requires being put into a blender or a packager to make some sort of component for something else that's going into a blender. So I think I'm going to have to actually open the codex. What was the key for codex again? There we go. Parts. Because I know I have to get... See, I don't even remember what this stuff's called. I just remember what it looks like. We have to build like a bunch of assembly director systems, which we already know how to make adaptive control units, and we already know how to make supercomputers. That's not a big deal. What was the other one? Magnetic field generator. Ah, the control rod. That's the fun one, because it requires these AI limiters. We got to make a lot of those. But the packaged nitrogen gas is what we're going to have to use to make... is it going to show me like what this gets used in? Control system? No. Heat sink? No. Okay, well this does take the nitrogen gas. It's just not packaged for it. So water, nitrogen gas, rubber, and heat sinks. And the heat sinks are made from... Is that alkyd aluminum sheets and copper sheets? Yeah. Okay, yeah, the fused modular frame, that was the first one I was thinking we needed to just go ahead and try to get going. That uses the nitrogen gas in a blender with the aluminum casings and the heavy modular frames. So we don't really have a good setup here for, well, anything with regard to where to build another factory. So that's going to have to be... probably, considering it's going to require eventually water as well, might be smart to build it over that, and we can just pump the water straight up. But before we even have to worry about any of that at all, we have to get the nitrogen gas here, and that's going to take a while. Greetings from Germany, finding through Timberborn, really enjoy content and playstyle. Thank you for being here. Timberborn is the dominant thing on the channel, at least in the past couple of years. So it is good to see you watching those. I don't know why I can't drive this thing. We need to come back with the Nobelisks and then blow those things up, because they're very annoying. Alright. How far are we from coming down here? Oh, I also have to figure out, after all this, I also have to figure out how to get my my road to be the correct diagonal direction here. Because I want it to just go kind of straight through here. Even just for a little bit, so we can not have to run into those things when we're driving. So that was put in the correct spot. If I go to do here, it says too long. I can put it in the wrong Whoa, hello! He just fired at me. I just got to see if I can get it to actually attach. I think if it'll attach here, it should attach here. So that means maybe don't get hit more than once. There we go. Mark 2 pipeline there. To... What? No way. Did I try to come out of the back side of this? I guess that is actually too long. Okay, so it needed to be here. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Because he's down there, and I know he knows where I'm at. Hello. Okay, that works. Let's just avoid getting hit by those. It reminds me of in Halo the Wraiths. Those the tanks that fire the plasma balls. Alright, so that works. But I'm thinking it's not going to let me go sideways unless I can look at the face that it's going onto. I don't know that that's going to work. Okay, so that's too long, which means it does have to go here. So I guess what I'll have to do is just suck it up and have it go too short and then fix it. I guess that's the only way to do it. Because it's not gonna let me otherwise. Alright. I didn't have to do it this way, I just chose to do it this way, and clearly it's just wanting me to suffer for it. Yeah, so now if I can, at the very least, get this popped in here. Wait, I didn't want to put two of those. There we go. Alright, and then, if this is actually going to be a corner here, then I'm going to want it to come all the way down here, but that's going to look kind of weird. But I can stand on the ground for this, so we don't have to worry about trying to track things into the correct spot. I'll just pop that there. That'll work. That one's nice and easy. The hard part is going to be getting this in the correct spot. So I guess that works, but now I've got the problem of this not matching perfectly here. Oh, and now that doesn't now that doesn't fit either. Okay. Press H to hide the tool weapon. Really? How long has that been a feature in the game? That... Okay, no, oh, there it is. That is fantastic. I'm probably not going to use it because it's going to freak me out, but that's good to know that's an option. Oh man, I want a diagonal piece. All I have are these corners. And that's not really the same thing, although I guess I could use this like this. It's kind of suboptimal, but it does work. Okay, that needs to go like that. That's gonna bug me, but I guess it's fine. Diagonal structure should be a crime. If I could get this to go just a tiny bit to the right, that would be fantastic. But it's very hard to get stuff to snap like this. I wonder if I can get this to ooh, that's exactly what I wanted, I think. As long as this straight out here is not going to intersect too much with that, then we'll be in business, folks. What'd you do today? Oh, I watched some insane person try to, like, attach stuff in the ways it's not supposed to be attached. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh, it was fun. I don't know. Do you guys ever, like, talk about your pastimes to people who don't understand them? Is it ever really annoying to try and reason with them that no, you're not actually insane? And that this actually has value to it? See, but I need this to attach to this corner, and it's not doing it. So I wonder if I have to then come up with the this thing like so. I see. I don't know. It doesn't want to treat this as a joint. So if I do that, can I almost? Because I know the obviously the hypotenuse of a right triangle is going to be longer than the individual legs of it, but there's got to be some way to make this not look like complete garbage. Like I guess this works. It just doesn't look amazing, but we might be able to suffer through it. I think this might be about as good as we're going to get, to be perfectly honest with you. People watch poker competitions. Yeah, but like poker's it's one of those things that's like a lot more socially acceptable to be into. Road barriers to create what? You can use road barriers to create custom angles. Do I even have those? I might not. I must not have road barriers. Yeah, I've got the automated gate. I know that's not the same thing. Need to unlock them. Okay. Well, we will do that then. All right. Can I put this here? Yes. Okay. So Mark II goes in like that. That doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look amazing either, but this is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted this to look like going through this little arch here. That's pretty cool. As long as the vehicles can fit through here, then I think we're going to be golden. Oh, I'm out of concrete. Okay. Where's the car? There it is. Alright, well, let's see how far out this is going to let me build this. Okay, that's too long, so it'll go right there. Oh, that kind of goes right into that that thing there, but I guess that's okay. If it works, it works. A random engineer designing a building. Yes. 100%. Well, I'm not an engineer and I'm not good at math, so maybe don't take anything I say as gospel truth when it comes to how any of those things work, but I 100% understand those feelings. Well, that's less than ideal. No, I keep coming back to, I don't know, we have these discussions every so often. Like, someone will say in chat about, hey, you should be a beaver VTuber. And my immediate reaction to that is, well, that's dumb. Why would I do that? And then you think about it, like this discussion we're having about, oh, it's just an entertainment thing. It's like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't be so negative about that because that's just something people do for fun. But it has such a stigma in certain circles about things people are interested in or whatever, depending on whatever cultural bias somebody has. But like, people tell me all the time about, oh, blah 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 blah, no, like subtly hinting that doing something like playing video games for a job should be shameful. And I'm just like, well, I can pay my bills, so it really can't be that bad. It's a very, very traditional, old school way of thinking that your value as a human being is limited to your productivity to society. Which, I don't know, maybe opening up the, I should check and see if I have iron plates. I only have 144. I'm going to go back and get some more of those. But it's something that has really bothered me, that like people imply that you don't have value to society unless you are productive or you give like financial benefit to somebody else. So I guess roundabout way of saying it, but hey, maybe we should just let people enjoy things. And that's something I have to tell myself constantly. And yes, being into like YouTube, video game streaming, etc., is a lot more acceptable to younger people than it is to older people, just in general. Although there are a lot of older people who are surprisingly hip with the times that you would not expect. That's not making plates. Plates are over here. No, I just remember being, I don't know, like elementary school, middle school, high school. Like pretty much every single adult in my life was like, "You're going to completely waste your life if you play any video games at all." I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's not something I want to get into because I don't want to disappoint people. And now here I am, sitting here on a Sunday afternoon playing video games because this is what I do for fun and for income. Not the only thing, but it's funny how stuff changes. You really are never going to know what the future has in store for anybody, especially yourself. Yeah, I think the thing with the VTubers that makes me uncomfortable is like how what's the right word for it? Like some of them get like the fans, the people who watch stuff get really, really like possessive and creepy about it. But like the people who do it, they're just having fun. They're having a good time. No different than dressing up for like Halloween or for a cosplay convention or something. They're just playing a character. They're having a good time. But I don't know. You get a bunch of like lonely single men on the internet that imprint upon somebody who's like portrayed as a conventionally attractive female like VTuber or whatever. Just like you get some weird dudes in there that maybe you don't want to mess with too much. Probably more of a societal problem than anything that anyone specifically is doing wrong. They made 6 Sharknado movies. Yeah, that's a good point. No, no, I'm not saying this because I'm trying to say that I'm unhappy with stuff. No, I'm having a fantastic time doing this. It beats the snot out of going and making minimum wage working almost any other job. It's fantastic. I really like getting to talk to you guys and playing video games and just not dealing with garbage. That's the biggest thing. All right, now I lost track of where I was. Hold on. I'm sitting here reading chat. I think microwave lithium battery. First of all, that is a terrible idea. Do not microwave lithium batteries. But says, don't understand VTubers. I mean, I understand that you might want to hide your identity, but at that point, why not just do a face reveal or not show you? Why not? Why not? I'm trying to parse what this means. Why not just do a face reveal or just not show yourself at all? The idea with from what I understand, with the VTuber thing is they're trying to pretend to be another real person cosplaying as a fake person on the internet. Like they have this identity or this lore behind them. I don't really understand all that, but it's the point is that you're never supposed to figure out who they actually are in real life. Partly because of the illusion of creating this different person or whatever, and partly because if people find out the real identity of some of these people, they will absolutely stalk them and cause physical harm, which is incredibly scary. So absolutely they're not going to show their face. Aunt and uncle are in their 60s and watch video game YouTube videos too. That's cool. And we have a couple people who've been pretty active in live streams actually who are that age or maybe a little bit older. So I'm not out here to say like everyone who is any specific age or demographic or whatever is going to be a specific way, because that's a very problematic way of going about life. But when I was little, people imparted a whole lot of shame upon me for some of the stuff I was interested in. That's hard to move past. Don't care if someone does a character, but I'm watching you instead. See, that's the thing that I get into. Like, part of the reason why I don't really enjoy watching a lot of those people is it doesn't feel authentic. The ones that I have seen. It seems like they're trying really hard to fit into a specific character mold, which is fine. That's what you want to do. That's okay. But I want to connect with people, not with, well, in that kind of environment, not with, like, a facade someone's putting up. I'm behind in chat. I'm sorry. Hypertubes are so annoying to build, though. I like the streams of smaller YouTubers more because it's fun that you can have conversations with the person in chat and it's not constantly spammed with weird things. Yes, we have so much fun in these streams, especially these smaller ones. We got, what, 23 people in here now, which is great. It's more than I've had on average up until 3 weeks ago, ever. Pretty much. But we can have a conversation. It's a small group of people who are chatting, and we're just enjoying each other's company. And even the Timberborn ones where we had 150 or 200, it didn't feel like there were too many people talking most of the time. Until I got distracted or behind on chat, and then all bets are off. Yeah, generalizations do have a place, but the problem is that people try to apply them universally. And that's where people get into trouble with prejudices and stuff like that. A generalization is just your interpretation of what you've seen narrowly applied to an entire segment of reality or a population or something. Just because you saw it doesn't mean that that's how everything is, and just because you didn't see it doesn't mean it never happens. But we're getting too much into philosophy for me to really understand too much more of what I'm going to be saying, so I guess we can leave that alone. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I am the person sitting in front of the computer talking to you as myself right now. If I wanted to make a character, I definitely would not have made myself. we'll just leave it at that. May I speak openly? The fact that you ask gives me concern instead of just saying it. But I think I can trust you to speak openly. Don't incite violence or incredible flame war arguments, but yeah. Do I feel like I'm required to read everything? Required, no. Obligated, yes. Those are two different words, even though they have generally the same meaning. Required as in, that's just what I have to do. Obligated as in it comes from a sense of responsibility because people are taking the time to share these streams with me as audience members, and they want to feel like they're being seen or heard or whatever. So I do feel like I have to read everything, but I don't feel like I'm required, if that makes sense. All right, this has to rotate again, and I'm afraid. I don't know how I'm gonna make this happen here. I mean, you can talk about VTubers if you want. I don't like really know too much about them, but if you want to have a conversation, I can try to remember something. Okay, is this? I'm trying to get the angle right. I think this is going to work. I just have to get the height correct. The problem is that this is now too tall, and this is not tall enough. Is there a way when you're placing these to just completely disable locking? That's build mode is just zoop vertical default. Ah, yes. Okay, I was trying to skirt around that so I didn't trip demonetization or flagging in the thing. So I'm not gonna read some of that out loud. But yes, it is not the majority of them, but there's definitely a few that I've seen that's like, you know what? What are you trying to do here? Like, you're definitely preying upon a specific type of consumer that maybe should not be consuming this content. And that's the thing with a lot of that. And then when you get into the larger anime and manga inspired sphere of media, again, the vast majority of it is not like this, but there's enough that makes you sit there and think, why are they doing this? And why do people enjoy this? All right, I've got to figure out how to get this to merge correctly in here. Or I could just say, you know what? I'm just going to not worry about it, and because this got close enough, then it's fine. Because obviously, like, this is not... this is already not the correct orientation anyway, so it really shouldn't matter. But I am... struggling to figure out how this is going to interact nicely. See, like, even this is too shallow for this. And this is going to have to get moved again. So if I instead get rid of this, give me a double ramp out to here. Is that intersecting in a nice manner? Not really, but I guess this is fine. This bugs me. Well, I guess if what is H-Lock hologram? Okay, no, that's what that does. Hold on. Ooh, how long has this been a thing? This nudging. Oh, I love that. That is incredible. That has actually become a immediate topic of interest for me here. Is that going to be... Okay, well, this is already too far out, but... Do I want to do one more this way and then go this way? See, this... It's like, I feel like this is going to be fine if I just match this to whatever intersection is going to be here. I think this is probably close enough. If it's not, then, well, we'll figure it out. Oh, it's so close. Oh, this bothers the crap out of me. So maybe what I need to do instead is to try and attach this up here, but without Yeah, it only lets me do 45s. So now I've got concerns here. Come on. Is this directly above? No, it is not. Oh, that's way off. That is way off. I feel like this is just going to end up being a whole lot of trial and error. Did it not place it? Oh, come on. So if that is this way... How close is this? Oh, it's close, but it's not close enough. Alright. So if I leave that in place, then I can just keep the same angle and move it a little bit more. Go right here. That's exactly where it was before. Oh, geez. Come on. Now it wants to snap up there. How can I get it to not... Okay, let's try locking the hologram. Because I was just gushing about this. Let's see if I can get it to move. Ooh, yeah, look at that. I wish it would move a little bit less. Because it's very, very, very close. I guess right here is probably about as good as it's going to get. So we'll, Oh, that's not even remotely where I wanted to go. That's annoying. Hello, hope you're well and settled in from vacation. I am. Can you nudge up and down? I do not think so. I think it's just the two axes, front and side to side. Hey, Hoff. Control the nudge smaller. Really? Alright. Well, let's try it again. Ah, it was rotated too much. Okay, let's just check here. I also need to be mindful of, there we go. I need to be mindful of where the pipes are going to fit on this. So it's not really going to be that easy to do. Control nudge is smaller. Does it? Okay, it nudges like half of the distance. This is so close. It's so close. I can only assume that this is about as close as we're ever going to get on this. So why don't we just go ahead and put that there, and then just deal with it. So I know you guys don't want to watch me do this for another 20 minutes. I've just got to level up the height here. So that is... Oh, that is so close. I can't really adjust the height on this at all, which is unfortunate. But in terms of the actual curve that I'm trying to make, this is probably about as good as it's ever going to get. All right, we're just going to leave that well enough alone. And move on with our lives. Hopefully I did not misjudge the trajectory of this. It looks like it's fine. All the way out. That's also a valid point to bring up, Goliath. Part of the, again, here we go with the potentially dangerous topics, but the part of the danger of the globalization of culture is that stuff is going to reach an audience for which it was never intended, and those audiences very rarely receive it well. Does that necessarily mean the original content was bad? Not necessarily, but people are going to interpret things in very, very, very different ways. And that's not always a positive for the people involved. Doesn't necessarily mean that inherently something is or is not good. It just means people have different different preferences, different predilections for standards and things like that. And that's just the way it is. That's life. Oh, that goes through the rocks. That's kind of a little bit annoying, but oh well. What else am I going to do? Alright, so this is going to have to make a turn at some point. And we have to join up with the rest of this grid over here once we get there. But this is turning out to be a whole lot better than I thought it would be. The only thing I'm worried about is this this gap right here. So I guess easiest thing to do is going to be to just clip another set of ramps. Even if that's going to look ugly, we're just going to pretend we can't see that. Actually, did I unlock the Jersey barriers? I did not. We can do that. We can build those on the side. But this is perfectly smooth. It's a little uglier, but it is perfectly smooth. Now I've got to remind myself what the world grid is aligned to. Okay, there. Alright, that's going to be a little bit of a thing to get to. This conveyor is now going through this. We are going to have to reroute that, but if we have a platform to attach it to, then it's probably fine. But for the time being, we will continue just going straight through this until we can figure out what we're doing next. Because that is the direction of the world grid, and that is probably what we're going to be doing to get back to the rest of it once we get a little bit further out. So I will do, say, 3 more of these, 3 more of these, and then looking this way, we can go straight there. I have not played Subnautica. I had a couple friends who did. They said it was good. But that is the full extent of my knowledge of Subnautica. So now I've got to figure out if I'm going to have the right height connection here, or I'm going to have to play this game again. Okay, it's very, very, very slightly off. But I don't know if the world grid is height restricted, or if it's just one of those things where it's referential based on the terrain where you are. Okay, that is going on a 1 meter square. So probably what we're going to have to do for this is just have this go. That power pole is going to be in the way too. We'll just have this go, say, right here. And I think if I do a 1 meter on top of that, it's going to be close enough. I can just have a ramp come down. But what I will do now, for whatever reason, I just like to have the 2 meter thick ones. I think that looks nice enough without being completely ridiculous looking. Oh, come on. As long as this is actually aligned to the world grid, which I'm 90% sure it is? Yes. Okay. So if that's going to be where our road goes, then this is okay to go here. But I will take these two out, and then I think the 1 meter ramp should ooh, just barely not make it. Like, this is just, it's so close. It is so close. Like, I feel like if this was actually hooked up correctly, height-wise, this would actually mesh pretty well. Like, look at the difference here. That is, come on, stay in the, there. The height difference here, I don't think is that much different from the height difference up here. Like, it's close enough where it'll still let you walk on top of it, but it won't let you do the other stuff. So if we were to, let me play with this here. Was that the up corner ramp I have to attach it to? If I were to, okay, I put that backwards. Fix that. Say like right here. If I could attach to not that, if I could attach to this and have it be the correct height and then just fix the angle. I feel like that would be, no, come on. I feel like that would be a better outcome. Because it is pretty much perfect height-wise. It's just not the correct angle layout of this. So how am I going to change the angle without completely redoing this entire thing? Need a train line? I mean, I don't know. I don't think we do. We can put a train on this if we choose later. I want this to be the correct angle. Like, I want it to be this angle, but I want it to be this height. I don't think I can snap to both of these. I don't think it's going to allow me to do that. It's like that, the height has not been fixed. But this, the height has been fixed. And it is so close. The amount, the degree, I guess, is the correct term. The degree to which this bothers me is not healthy. Is that, do I want an inverted corner? Is that what I was looking for? I think, yeah. Yeah, because this has to go up this way. All right, fine. We'll go get road barriers. I was hoping to avoid too much complication, but oh, that's a flashbang to the eyes. Do I have coupons? I do have 38. It's not there. It's probably not going to be there. Foundations-wise... Oh, I didn't get the half foundations. I maybe could have gotten those. Already got all those. There's the road barriers. Okay. I never liked those stairs. This gets us asphalt. I don't really think I need to redo all the roads quite yet. I remember the steel wall used to not be locked behind this. It used to just be the default thing you could do. The lizard doggo is at 100 coupons, and I did promise you guys a long time ago we're going to get this because I ran over Spaghetto over by the oil area. I already have a coffee cup, so why does it let me buy it again? I don't think we need any more of this. No. Alright, we'll buy road barriers. Did I get all the signs? I did. I don't care about those. Ah, it's dark and I can't see. Okay. Yeah, it's really funny how much time we're spending making it look nice over there when this is just that. Just a complete, just disgrace to humanity. All right, where is the road barrier? Is that under architecture? Yes. Okay, that does have a considerably greater degree of rotation. Date for 1.0, September 10th. That's when it's coming out. I do have a flashlight, but then I forget that it's on. This just reminds me of the Slender Man game, honestly. More than it does anything else. You gotta go collect the pages. That was a long time ago. That was, what, 12 years ago? Ish? 12, 13? Okay. So now let's see if I can manage to make this work. Because it has to go height-wise, it has to make sense. But if I attach this, say, here, what's that going to look like? Okay, so that actually needs to be here. So if that is, in fact, the correct height, then it should, if it snaps, like you're saying, it should allow me to do that. So now... Okay, that does work. And that might actually be the perfect amount of more of that. Okay. So what we need to do is shift this over a third of a block. Okay, that's going to be irritating. But at least we know that that has been, that's been applied correctly. Is that Red Moon or something? Oh, I fell off. Let's try this on the other end and see if that works. Alright, get rid of this. And get rid of that. Road barrier on the edge of this. See, right now that wants to attach to that. But I want it to attach to this. Which I think that's done. It looks like it, but I want it to be I want this. Oh, I can just nudge it. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. Hopefully. All right, lock hologram. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, look at this. We are in business, folks. That is a power play. I'm not going to redo the pipes. Who am I kidding? I probably will. But that... If this actually attaches correctly... you know what? It's better. It's not 100%, but it's better. It's much better. It is so much better. As long as the angle is the same, which I think it is, we're going to be in good shape. Alright, so now we just get to completely redo this for literally no reason. Welcome to Satisfactory. And then, of course, we're going to have to redo this again when we get to that point, but... maybe I should have started from this end. Because this is consistently coming forward about halfway through the little grooves here. Is that going to be enough to get to the corner? No, it's not. Well, it's going to be much less of a problem than it was before. I think. How late are we going today? Probably not too late. For better or for worse, Satisfactory is not a game with as much addictive power as Timberborn is. So, I don't know, maybe another hour-ish. Try, depending on how this goes. But I would like to try and keep these around 3 hours-ish. So this does not reach all the way to where I wanted it to reach, but height-wise, the more important thing, it seems to be doing about as... Oh, it's still off. Ugh. Okay. I guess I've learned nothing. Well, I learned something, it just wasn't the something I wanted to learn. Corner ramp. I don't want that. I need the down corner ramp. I think. I don't like that at all. Yeah, the beaver has more audience. The beaver, I don't know what it is about Timberborn, man. It's just... People have just been nuts about turning up for those streams. Hey, Jared. I cannot explain the beavers with any degree of logic. It's just not possible. People have like a rabid obsession with the beavers. So if I put this here, this really is not, really is not great how this lines up. And that's part of the reason why I wanted originally to just only build on the grid, because it's so hard to, you know, just reconcile all of this. Come on, go in the corner here. So, I mean, this works. It's just, it's just not attractive. Remember when I said I wasn't going to redo the pipeline? Anyway. I don't know, for a while I was kind of like angry about how well the beavers were doing, because then people just wouldn't watch anything else, so I felt like I could only do beavers. That was kind of annoying. But, I don't know. It's still fun. I really, it's probably my favorite game, honestly, at this point. But you can't do the same thing over and over and over again for too long, or you will go certifiably insane. That was, I think, what had been happening with the beavers. Was I was spending so much time only doing that it was just like, I don't want to do this forever and ever and ever. But then the new update comes out, and you're like, oh, cool, fun new toys to play with, and then you forget about that. Because you're having so much fun with all the new stuff. Ooh, that's going to be ugly when that gets attached to stuff. Does this angle look okay? Yeah, that's fine. That'll work, and then this can just go indefinitely this way. And we'll just ignore how janky this corner is, because we probably aren't going to be driving up it very much. Yeah, the penguin game people have almost completely ignored, except the core audience of, like, I don't know, at this point, less than 1,000 people who are watching those. I'm still having a good time with it. But that one did not perform well. Except, like, the first video did okay. But that one is pretty much surviving entirely off of the generosity of the beard boosters. Who subsidize the stuff so I don't have to just churn out beavers constantly. We're having a good time with those anyway, so that's fine. Timberborn also has the advantage of being a legitimately very well done game, whereas the Penguin game has a lot of problems. It has some very poor game design choices that were made. Oh, yes. I love the poison. Now, is that because I was standing down there? Or was it... Okay, no, it still happens when I'm like this. I can't just attack this, can I? No, I can't chainsaw it. Nope, it just has to be exploded, I'm pretty sure. Or did we decide that we couldn't explode those? Yeah, we're going to reroute that conveyor belt full of sulfur. And we'll get rid of some trees in the way here. That's working out nicely. And then this is going to end up rejoining our road over here. I have never played RimWorld. I actually don't even really know very much about it. I don't want to cut down too many trees here. But I do need to cut down a couple. Outlook for Twitch is entirely dependent on me having time in the middle of the week in the evening to stream and not just record videos. So for that to really be viable, I would have to be probably 2 days ahead on video content, and then be able to reliably carve out a specific time slot in the middle of the week. That wouldn't be too late and would not be too early, because what I have to do day to day changes a lot. And I am not in a position to dictate my life around Twitch like I am around YouTube. To the extent that I already have. And I truthfully do not know what the audience is going to be like for that. And I don't want to just, you know, I don't want to half-ass it. Because some people have been asking for a while for other stuff that I just can't do here. But it hasn't been a huge portion of people. And I don't want the YouTube stuff to suffer as a result of me saying, oh, well, I need to do 2 days a week on Twitch. And then as a result of that, I don't publish a video every day. That doesn't make sense. I don't think. So then it becomes an issue of, well, what's more important? And I think the easy thing to say right now is that YouTube is driving the bus, so to speak. But that doesn't mean the other stuff isn't worth doing. It just means it would be foolish to throw the momentum away that, for example, right now with Update 6 on the Beavers, it would be foolish to throw that momentum away so I could go have a fun time hanging out with like 10 people on Twitch. Which, don't get me wrong, I love doing it. I did it for a long time before I did YouTube. But, why was that not letting me scroll? There we go. I don't want to throw, it's not money, but you know the expression, don't throw good money after bad? And it's not necessarily a good versus bad thing here, but it's prioritizing resources that I do have so that the most people can enjoy what I'm doing. And that's also a thing because Twitch has a lot more engagement and a lot more opportunities in the way of, like, say, people buy the bits or whatever to do different things with the stream or on the stream. I don't want it to turn into a thing where people get invested into it, but I can't deliver on enough return for their investment with stuff. Like, oh, if, like, say somebody buys gift subscriptions on Twitch, and then I'm not able to do it for a couple weeks, and I don't want them to feel like they're wasting their money. So, you know, it gets complicated. When you turn stuff into, for better or for worse, when you turn it into a business or a job, there's a lot more at stake than just, oh, I'm going to go have fun with my friends, because people are dedicating time to this. And they're dedicating money to it. And I don't want to disappoint people. The booster count exploded. It absolutely blew my mind. I legitimately could not understand how for almost a week straight we had every single stream have a ton of gifted memberships. That completely did not make any sense to me at all. But it was cool. It was really cool. So this is now actually, I believe, perfectly lined up right here. Yeah, that was the other thing. Oh, I was going to redo this too, and I never did. So I'm really annoyed with these sand dunes. Yeah, and yeah, Twitch is definitely a completely different audience. And before we did YouTube, that was what's the best way to put this? It was not as clean of an environment over there. And I also don't want to stray too much from what we're doing here, because that is that's what people have come to expect. So if we were suddenly just going to go over there and play something else and then be in an environment where I can feel like, okay, it's fine to use a little bit coarser language or whatever, just because that's what people end up just defaulting to. I don't want that to negatively affect what we've done over here. So, like, people sometimes will tend to get what was I was looking for a road here that didn't show up. People tend to get a little bit too myopic in their viewpoints about how stuff is supposed to be. And it can get bad when you change the formula of what you're doing and people aren't expecting what they get. I don't know. Long story short, I guess you could say I have a lot of uncertainty and anxiety about trying to do it the right way, to where I'm not putting a ton of effort into trying to make it happen because I'm a little worried about how it's going to come off. So instead of hooking up there, I probably should have this come right over the top of this dune here. But height-wise, it's going to be an issue. Because I think this is higher. Oh, it's not even going to let me zoop it without having the materials. Not doing a hot tub stream. I don't even own a hot tub. What is all this garbage? How do I have more stuff than I left with? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's not supposed to be in there. There will be no hot tub stream. I can, with 1000% certainty, assure you there will never be a hot tub stream. I mean, I could rebrand, quote unquote, on Twitch, but that is actually where this name came from, and that was established before the YouTube was. Excited for 1.0? Yes. 1.0 is going to be super cool. I also don't know that it's helpful to have two separate identities when I'm not going to be different as a person. That doesn't seem wise, because there is going to be some crossover as far as the audience is concerned. I don't know, I'm apprehensive about doing a bad job and people becoming disappointed. Is really what it boils down to. There's a rock there. Is this going to go down prior to the... Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, it's time once again to completely rip up a whole bunch of stuff we did. And try again. How did that leave that in the... whatever. So that's a 1 meter thick slab we're on right now. It doesn't really matter, I guess. We're probably never going to look underneath this in all honesty. But I will make these 2 meter ones right here. Just kind of attached to the side of the building here. And then I think the two this way. If I can go all the way down here. Is that going to be the correct slope to not intercept the rock? Let's find out. Alright, come on, go this way. Oh, it's so close. I can't really be that mad about that, but that's Oh, what? Oh, this entire thing is... Oh, jeez. Alright. That's annoying. But at least it lines up this way. Mostly. I guess this is fine. I guess it's fine. We'll live with it. We'll call this good enough. I'm not moving the building foundation one up because this is what goes all the way back there. This is fine. We just have to hook this up. hope I have enough. I should. I think I need one more at the top. Yes. Alright, so now this is fully connected all the way across. And we just have to have a pipeline connection to some building somewhere that does something with this. That's actually the better question is, what am I doing? I've got enough. Yeah, I've got enough for that. I'm not going to only read booster comments. Because then that makes people feel like they have to give me money to participate, and I don't like that. Alright, so now we can come along the side here, find the limit of how far we can go, and just keep on keeping on. There we go. I don't know where this building is going to go that's going to do all this nitrogen processing, but it probably should be close-ish to the rest of the industrial processes we've got going on. So that is why we are having to go all the way out here. How's the highway going? That's what we're working on. We are making pretty good progress here. Yeah, it's one of the things I don't like about playing on this side of the map in Satisfactory is how much terrain is in the way of stuff. Like the grasslands area is much easier to build in. You can make stuff that looks a whole lot nicer. So that probably is going to be where we do the hold on, what? Oh, those are just birds. That's probably going to be where we do our next playthrough. Is in that starting point. Is this not gonna let me do this here? I thought it would. Plan on moving the conveyor belt. Yes. Eventually, I'm gonna just probably attach it to the left side of this thing right here, all the way across. Unless I decide we need to have a like an access road to go over this side, in which case then maybe we'll have to figure that out. I need to get the power towers off the to-do list. Oh, that doesn't do it. There. To do our codex here, we need to make something. What was that called? Fused modular frame. We need to have blenders that take nitrogen gas, aluminum casings, and heavy modular frames and combine those into the same deal. We are making heavy modular frames slowly all the way over there. And the aluminum casings, we're technically making all the way over at the aluminum mining and refining area. But we could also make them here. We just have to decide what makes the most sense and where to put different things. I'm honestly kind of the opinion that we need to just continue pushing this way, and then have all of our new stuff built over here because we can pump water out that way. But there is just so much that is kind of predicated on how this is set up. And part of that is the reason why this is such a mess over here. So we are going to come back. I have to go get the car, first of all. We're going to come back over here. We're going to fix the conveyor belt, and then I'm going to think about what else I want to do today before I have to go make tomorrow's video. And then maybe Tuesday with the penguins. Nitrogen gas is easy to move. Take the gas to the factory. That's what I was thinking. Just pipe that all the way up there. Because then we're not going to have to... Oh, this is so ugly. I do not like this. This... But at the same time, what else was I going to do? It's very, very difficult. Let's turn this off. Just so I don't have to deal with all this sulfur constantly filling up my inventory. Because this right now is going up to the drone port. And that's going to become a problem. It is an unholy mess. You are correct. Alright, so that's gone. I got to figure out how this is going to get mounted here. We have conveyor wall mounts. We've got ceiling mounts. We've got holes, poles. This obviously is not going to be great right here because we have the pipes. But I am very curious if that would clip between, say, here and here. Let me stand on this. Come on. Yeah, because that's the height there. Let's check. Okay, so it does very slightly clip right here, which means it would also clip at the supports. So that does look really nice and clean, but I would I'd kind of be afraid of what that would look like long term. Oh. Okay. It does not clip. It only clips with the little pipe breather things, which I think we can disable. Sulfur's on it, you won't see the clipping. That is also true. So, I guess we just figured out what we're going to do. This is going to have to come in from underneath, most likely. And then I will join it, say, right here. Just remove that. Dismantle the pole. Figure out exactly what I'm able to get away with here. Okay, I've got to leave this one here because then that clips through that and I know what I'm doing with all that stuff. So if I just decide I'm going to put the conveyor supports, the wall mounts, the same place as these, I think that's a good strategy to use. That should be about the same distance between the maximum length of a conveyor and the maximum length of a pipe. Unless I am super wrong, which is entirely possible. Alright, so these were Mark III conveyors. So we will do that. That is actually the perfect length. Very good. I gotta get rid of that tree. Okay, I gotta be down here to do it. These rings do expand. when stuff is going through them, but I don't think we're going to need to really worry about that too much. Alright, so that's gone away. As long as I can find the other end of it, okay, good. That's what I was kind of worried about, was not having access to the end of it, and then it was going to turn into a whole thing. Okay, we will see the clipping, however, when we go through these trees. Maybe not, actually. This one, yes. This one's got to go. But I don't want to deforest this entire thing, which is the other issue. Conveyor wall mount. All the way down. If you use the conveyor stackers, the stackable pipeline supports, you can stack pipes and conveyors together. Oh, I really should have done that, huh? Well, then that has to come up from the ground, which we can't do. And I want to keep this open for vehicle driving if we need to do that. Well, I don't want to just deforest this entire area. I just want to make it so we can, you know, get our pipes and stuff where they need to go. How far out did I take these? Is this the last one I put in? I'm glad I didn't cut that tree down because it doesn't actually need to be cut down. Responsibility. So that goes out to here. This one, though, this little bush is going away. I just have to figure out where it's... There it is. How are you... Hello? How are you walking through this, dude? He doesn't care. He's just chilling. Alright, that will go there. That will go there. And then we haven't decided what else we're building here. And I don't think I want to do that today anyway. So we'll just reconnect this directly to... where it currently is past here. I try my very hardest not to look at the news, because it makes me want to do things that are not appropriate to discuss on the internet. But I am sure I will inevitably be forced to look at it later. More interested in how one of them climbed the platforms that don't touch the ground anywhere. Are you talking about over there or something? Okay, that doesn't reach. It's not quite long enough. So I guess we can continue this. I can go 10. And then we will just continue popping these wall supports and the other things, and then we will just stop that right there. The balloon cows. Yeah, okay. That's the most creative name for those I think I've seen. Alright, so that is as far as that can go. And then the conveyor wall mount will go right on top of it. And then we can just connect that there. And that is a pretty efficient conveyance of items here. I think we can be pretty happy with. And that's hooked up. So now we have to go all the way back and turn the miner back on and then reconnect the end of the conveyor belt. And then we'll be good. I am pretty happy with this. I think it's turned out pretty good. Pretty well. I'm sorry. Well, it's not going through the trunk of the tree very much. You want me to cut the tree, but then we're going to lose the natural shade benefit. Trees aren't sentient. Nice try. I don't have enough tokens or tickets or whatever to get the Spaghetto Memorial at this time. But we will have one at some point. So that is just so this can get up here. I'm not going to bother moving too much more around. Unless that is clipping items through our deal here, which it is not. Alright, so this will work. We'll make the rest of this look pretty at some point. But I just wanted to get that accomplished today here. And on. Hopefully they didn't stall our aluminum production too much. I think there's a pretty good amount left. Okay, well this is stupid, but it'll get fixed. At the very least, this looks pretty good. We can just ride this leisurely. Yeah, I do, to be honest, miss the blimps from City Skylines 1. Those were fun. Why can't we ride them? I mean, we can jump on top of these guys and they're bouncy, but that is, it's about the extent of it. They kind of just go wherever they want. Josh built in this area? Yes, he did, and it was a beautiful thing of chaos. Well, I don't want to clear out all the trees. Shouldn't it go a lot faster? I mean, if I wanted to put Mark V conveyor belts. But I don't. All right. So that should kick those things back on at some point. For now, see, I can't even research this until I have 50 of those fused modular frames, and that's going to take some time. But that's probably about as much of this today as I feel like dealing with. It does get substantially slower to make progress as you get further on into the game. But, actually, I haven't checked this in a while. I've got 14 coupons. So we'll grab those. I got 51. I need to have, for the Lizard Dog, I've got to have 100. So we're halfway there to have a memorial to Spaghetto. So eventually, after enough stuff gets condensed, turned into whatever garbage, I always call it condensing. I don't know why, but that will be, I guess, what we work on the next time. So appreciate you guys being here. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back again at some point for more Satisfactory, but if not, we got Folktales tomorrow morning, and then Penguins on Tuesday coming back. I don't know, sometime in the middle of the week we'll do another Iron Teeth stream, but that'll be determined at a later point in time. But appreciate you being here again. Have fun, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.